$14 a month back in my day. See where them bars on that window right there? That's called operation. That's where all the guards stay. It was raining here so much, we'd stay up all hours night and day, take a broom and push it to that breezeway to keep the water from going in there. Keep an idea how much water comes through here. I mean, I'll give you a picture when I first come in here, guys. When you come to the breezeway like this, you don't have any air conditioning back in my day. We had a 14-inch fan, and you lay in your bed and smell like a bar mule. I'm going to show you later one like it throws the wall. That's how they can come with you.
Did it rain a lot? Like any more than normal? I mean,
it would rain, but where this mountain region is, it would come up. We had some bad rain back when I was here, but with that mountain region, all that water's got to come downhill, and it would come through here. This was our store back in my day. This was we got our commissary and everything. Back in my day, a carton of GPC cigarettes, $4.95 a carton. My first bud around was baby cakes, and I love them things, guys. First one I ever had come out of here, and I love them summer guns. Name brand cigarettes like Marlboro, Winston, Salem, or Cool were called programs. I know a guy who won 58 packs of Marlboro one time. He's a kingpin. Cigarettes is a big money in prison. Nothing's done for free. You want to send a note to your buddy down the wall? It'll cost you a stamp for a cigarette, but nothing's done for free, guys. Now I'll give you an idea about when my adventure started. D-block back in my day. This is maximum security. When I come in here January 84, they want to find some kind of psycho freak or whatever, so they locked me in here for 2 nights. The cells are so small, you can lay in your bunk, take your left hand, touch out the wall. That's how small they are, guys.
that sucks.
These are Sallyport gates they brought me through back in my day. That's when we come in. And they come through the breezeway like y'all, and they come through the Sallyport gates. This is called B-block. Back during the coal mine days, Brushy was segregated. B-block was all black, A-block was all white. When I come in, we got blacks and whites on the same wall, but not the same cell. I come in here, they bring me in a D-block, they get around that corner right there. You know what kind of chatter here in the background? Look at the fresh meat, look at the fresh meat. Yeah, well, George is scared, guys.
How old were you?
I was 25 years old when I came in here.
How long were you here?
I had a 10-year sentence. I got this time less than 3. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. This is the door they bring you in back in my day. You come in this way here. They put you in that room there where the big bars are. That's where they strip search to make sure you don't have any contraband weapons on you. Draw blood out of you, make sure you don't have no diseases. I smoked out a big lighter. Can't have a big lighter here to make bombs out of it. Give you a book of paper matches. So we split them. Take that first one, you tear it off. Get in there where you tore off through it. You got 2. You got a book of 40 now. You compromise for everything you do, guys. Come on in here. I'll show you what's up my first 2 nights.
I'll be damned. He lived here. You go ahead, man.
You ain't gonna get these cowboys, though. Back in my day, there wasn't no bookshelf, there wasn't no desk in there. All there was a bed with a toilet, sink, and mine. My first night here in prison, I'm thinking bread and water. I'm in prison. Guess what I got, guys? 2 cheeseburgers with fries and a brownie and a glass of tea. And I thought, what? I mean, I didn't expect nothing like that. The trustee brought it to me. He said, George, if you don't eat it, he said, flush it. I said, do what? He said, flush it. I said, why? You send in the food bank, they make your portion smaller, smaller, and smaller. I didn't let it go to waste, guys. I inhaled it. I'm a old country boy, like fried eggs and taters. And here I learn like powdered eggs. I wouldn't give you a dime for a liver in the world, because I don't like liver. But here I done it to eat it. I'd cut a little small sliver to mix it with mashed potato and swallow it whole. But for you guys to understand, that's where we took showers at. And here's where you get your nickname. Everybody comes through, say, hey man, we in here for? I'm in here, we're going to a country club with dynamite, guys. Yeah, I was dumb. My nickname? Bomber. Ain't nothing to brag about, that was my nickname, guys. I spent 2 nights in here. The 3rd morning I got up, they said, George, pack your stuff up, you're going to big block. I don't want to go to big block. Remember the fresh meat? Come here, I'll show you where the fresh meat went, guys. Ooh. come in from Memphis. His name's Leroy. He'll come in playing touch off. Smallest man will take you on. Don't work at bench press nearly 400 pounds, guys. He's a monster. But he comes here trying to play touch hog. Touch hog ain't gonna get you nowhere in here, guys. He said, hey, Brushy mountain boys think you're a bunch of bad A's, so I'm gonna make punks out of him. It ain't gonna work. He's got two small white boys spotting him one day while he's bench pressing, trying to push that 400 pounds up one more time. They pushed it back down on his neck. Steve Pickles jumped up on his chest and stabbed him 13 times. Who's your bad boy now, Leroy? Guys, take from George. Hope you all never witnessed nothing like this. Let me be the guy that's seen something stupid. Hope you never witnessed nothing like this in your life. It's a rainy day, guys. His blood runs down this trench here. 9 hours later, the coroner comes. 9 hours later, guys. 9 hours later. So you and I are fighting, sir? Here's the guards to break it up. They want me to eliminate each other. Just giving you guys an idea. It ain't nothing to brag about. While I'm here, they turn D-block into max of the max while I'm here. That's when they built this cage right here. You see how small them cells are? If they behave, they get to go out there and exercise for 1 hour. If they behave. Only if they behave, guys. You can go in there and look at them. They got a chin-up bar, they got a dip bar, and each have a speed bag where they can punch on it. And that's all they have.
That's like a rec pen? Is that like a rec pen, kind of like a gym? Or?
That was their little gym. One man for one of them rooms. And he got to go up there. If he behaved, got to go in there for 1 hour a day. If he behaved. If he behaved.
I saw Leroy's name written on the wall. It looks like in one of the cell rooms.
Yeah.
And we were like, Leroy, and now you're sitting here telling us a story about
Leroy. He's a big old boy.
Yeah.
He said, if you'd have been in Memphis, he said, I made you my punk. See, punk is your. And he said, but it didn't gain him nothing. Didn't gain him a thing. The biggest man, I don't care how big you are, you don't come in. You have to learn to stand your ground. You cop an attitude when you live in this world. Is that you're living here? It's like you don't want it. It's like you want some of this? I mean, you don't understand your ground. Ain't nothing to brag about, but it's part of your life, though, guys. It's part of your life. It's like I was showing you here. So I pumped iron back in my day. And you do that to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
A prison, in a way, actually preserves some of the guys. Some of these guys were in here for 20, 30, 40 years. And it preserves them, what it really does. It really does. Come on around here, guys. You all doing all right? Hanging in there, right there. Hanging in there. It's one good thing I get to go home at night now. I get to go home. That means a lot, guys. I want you all to hear this water running. Let me tell you about how much water comes through Brushy. It would flood in here, and them drain lines cannot handle the water that comes through. I mean, it would flood major. Give you an idea, you can see how much I had to push mow back in my day. Take 2 days, I mean, getting blisters up the top of blisters. When they first put me over here in B-block, I was over here on this wall right here, called 601. When I first went in that cell back in my day, the guy before me made little marks on the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, the slash mark.
Yeah.
21 days.
Yeah, we saw that one too. That cell intrigued the hell out of me.
Well, that was another one. If I'd have went to that cell, I would have thought it'd been in time. This old boy put 21 marks on mine. I only been here for 2 nights. You know what I wondered?
What's that?
But I lived 21 days. Before I come out of that cell, Brushy Mountain was on this part was called East Tennessee Reception Center. Ain't but one man per cell on each one of these signs here. That's where they get you classified sent to another prison. I ended up getting to stay here. When I first went in that cell, the floors are painted red, the walls are painted white. Mine's got all these red dots all over the wall. I asked the guards, am I some kind of psychological mind in that house? What is this? You know who done that, guys? You've heard of James O'Ray? He probably been in every day gun cell in this prison at one time. He had a thing of paint, took a sock dip in it, put them little red dots on the wall. When I'm in there, guys, I paint it back white. I got tired of looking at them red dots. I kept a diary when I'm in here. I said, I'm 601 now, B block. I'm in James O'Ray's old cell. I said, whoopee shit, it's my cell now. Like I said, I'm in that cell for over 100 days before they put me in population. That's when I get on the yard crew and start mowing and everything. I'm not going to take you down that wall because if you look, there's a cage built to the left side of it. They put inmates in there to take them out on transit, to take them out on bus loads. I'm going to take you to the other side where it's more opened up. They all look alike, but that will give you an idea. I get a group in there, it'll just echo and you can't hear me what I'm saying. Come on right here, guys.
This is awesome.
See how it's more open? That's where it was for the air back in. You get a bunch in there, little, it just echoes, you can't understand what I'm saying. So I come in here in January, right after Christmas. Look at Christmas decoration, guys, going up 4 stories of it. There's all this red, blue, green, yellow going out the windows. Look like Christmas decorations. I said, what is that, Christmas decoration? No, George. They're TV antennas. We had portable TVs, telescopic antennas. You take a cold drink can, after you drink it, turn it upside down the concrete. rub it around and around and around that concrete, top of that can off. Take a pair of Phillips clippers, cut your notch into it about that wide. You take a aluminum can and around it, by the time you get down, you got a piece of aluminum about this long. Take 5 or 6 of them, tie them together, this much Coke can on the bottom to put water in for weight. The guy who works out here is called a rock man. For me to get the rock man coming for number 2 walk, take his broom, put water in that can, put that can out the window for me, cost me a pack of cigarettes. That's done for free. I took that aluminum, tied my TV antenna. This is when I watched Channel 10 out of Knoxville, guys, WR. This is where I watched the Heartland series back in my day. When I come in here in January, you seen a big chimney out front? That's where our s'mores are. A little bit of heat comes out here. Down here, you're freezing your butt off. Them guys upstairs are complaining because they're burning up. Open that door up in January, you do freeze your butt off down here, guys. I would never dream, guys, up here. I would never dream 36 years ago. Look what George's got now. I'd had all kind of buddies back in my day. I've got 7 grandkids now, and I take a bullet for any one of them boogers. Them for my babies. I never dreamed 36 years ago. My daughter come up here with 4 of my grandkids and my son-in-law. This cell on the other side, it took a picture of me and my grandkids in my cell. I would never dreamed about 36 years ago, guys. Go in there and check it out.
Oh wow, really?
Oh yeah, check it out. This ain't my cell, mine was exactly on the other side. Mine was called 6-on-1 back in my day. See, back in my day, guys, we don't have any bookshelves like that. We have a metal desk and a metal chair. And when I'm in here in this cell by myself, I sleep on the top of it. I feel more safe than on top of that.
Wow.
The reason they took the metal chairs away from us, see how they cut these bars? See, back in my day, they cut them with guitar strings. To hide it, take a bar of soap, put it back in so you can't see it, paint over it so you can't tell. Take the metal chairs away, you take your sheet, tie up here, middle waist, tie that metal chair, tie the up part of the sheet to this bar right here, keep twisting them legs in that chair, twist that sheet, bend that bar out the way, guys. They're coming out all the time. Just give you guys an idea. Back home, Mom got us trained, we don't slam doors at home, do we? Mama's gonna get us for it. In here, 24 hours a day, this is what you listen to, guys. And that's what it sounds like. And there's 4 stories to this. I cannot, to this day, just listen. If I'd woke up and been this quiet, I thought I was in time. I cannot stand total silence. At home, I can have my TV on in my bedroom with a certain sound. I got to be able to hear beyond that sound. I can't stand total silence, guys. I can't stand it. Back in my day, the floors are painted red, the walls are painted white. You used a bumper on it. You took a shower, come out with your flip-flops on, you don't want to bust your butt. I mean, it's kept clean. Ain't nothing to brag about. This in my home at one time, guys. Ain't nothing to brag about at all. The lights go out at 9 o'clock, that light there comes on, and it shines like a moon in here. I'll take y'all upstairs. I want y'all to read this story. I want you to get in your mind about a 25 caliber pistol, guys. Yeah, you're fine, you're fine.
I read that.
You done read that?
I don't think I saw one yet.
This happened 2 years before I come in here, guys. When I come in here, Billy Joe Lynch and Chattanooga have been here since the age of 18. He's 38 when I come in here. He's been here for 20 years, guys. He's one of the inmates that pulled the guards down that night when they went through and they shot 2, killed 2 blacks and wounded 2 blacks. BJ's been here since the age of 18. You know what he's in here for? He's paid $50 to kill a man. He likes George. The guy likes me. BJ gets shirt off his back, he likes you. You who do him? You kill in a blink of an eye. While he's incarcerated in the state of Tennessee, he kills 5 more. He likes George. I'm glad he likes me. They give the gun up the night they killed them boys, but they never told the guard where the gun was hid at. I'm going to show y'all where it was hid at, guys. It was in my cell back in the day. When I first meet BJ said, George, I give anything for your highways. I said, what do you mean my highways, BJ? I showed you that picture where I pumped iron. I'm a pretty good sized boy back then. When I meet BJ, he's a junkie, shoots up Cape Horn lotters. He showed me his arm, look, he took a black magic marker, went down his arm, he chopped dope up so much, it turned jet black. You know how syringe is about this long? I can't think of a needle going dull, period. Not even a sew needle. We've used it for so many years, sharpened on the concrete, it ain't better than that. I keep this syringe hid where a 25 caliber pistol is, guys. He likes yours. Remember wooden matchboxes like this right here? BJ bought a wooden matchbox full of marijuana, give $40 for it. The guy who do. You don't screw BJ. BJ the key. Remember when Walmart used to be called Big K when we're in the Walmart franchise? As you're going through the checkout there, there's Uncle Henry knife there you can buy for $5. Sir, would you take a chance spend $5, make $95? Muchos dineros, guys. Come on in here.
How often did you switch cells?
After what?
How often did you switch cells?
Well, I was in D block for 2, I was in B block for over 100, then they put me in population in A block, I've been there for maybe 3 or 4 months. Then I stayed in C block, I stayed there for nearly 2 years, then they put me out in the red bed, I done over 6 months out there.
Was there any reason why they would move you?
Well, they don't, the reason I stayed in B block or C block the longest was because I'm in population, I'm working, but they try to move you around so they get used to guard routines. You seen, have you been in the museum?
Not yet.
Okay, you see how they cut the shanks out of the bed?
Not yet, no.
Okay, they take guitar string, take dental floss, you'll be surprised when we go home. Just give you an idea. Have you been in, did you see the zip guns?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what that's made out of, sir?
Pipes, right?
We had portable TVs back in my day, telescopic antennas. They would take them apart, put a bullet in there, put a sharp object in it, put tape on it, see, just a little bullet can go anywhere it wants to. Put tape on it, taking a chance, and stick it up to you. Yeah. You see the tattoo guns they had?
Yeah.
Okay, take a toothbrush, you would melt it. Put a cassette motor on top of it, take a big pin, mount the side of it, take the guts out of it, take a guitar string, cut the length. And the best wood store there was. This cost me 2 cartons of cigarettes back in my day, guys. Cigarettes are big money here. This is my birth sign, little wine.
That's awesome.
That cost me 2 cartons of cigarettes back in my day, guys. That was just part of my life. It ain't nothing to break. That's my Leo, and I'll be 62 this year, or this month, guys.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Come on down, guys.
With a guitar string.
That dude smarted. If that two on the street's done with 5 or 6 needles, that's over them guitar string needles. That's smarted. I won't lie to you, it's smarted. When you come in, there'd be a guard standing right there at the doorway, made sure you had your shoes and socks on, and your shirt tail was tucked in. Shirt tail wasn't tucked in, you didn't eat chow. You know why you didn't want your shirt tail tucked in? No, my stomach, I'd be carrying the shank. Some of the worst killing goes on inside this chow hall, guys. I see more narcotics in here and money than I did on the dang street. 3 of these guys work back here in the kitchen, they got big knives, big boot cleavers cutting up cabin corn on the cob. They think their buddy snitched over out of the dope. They stabbed him so many times, he collapsed right here, guys. His back is cut off of him nearly. His arm was held on by a thread. You know what you do while you're eating? You keep eating. You see no evil, you speak with it. If you go, oh, that's the same thing as snitching. Snitching to get you killed in a blink of an eye, guys. You just don't snitch for this. Me, I'm gonna my first class. Table and chairs right down there like this guy. There's a row here, a row in the middle, a row on the outside. You pick the tray up, you go down that aisle there, you pick up the chow. Here's where I'm eating at now. That's where you empty your tray out. Remember that cell I showed you a while ago? I stayed in for over 100 days? I'm eating in that cell. Now I'm in population, I'm in here with all these convicts. I'm sitting here and I got convicts walking behind me. You know what I'm doing here eating, guys? I'm scared shitless. I'm trying to be tough, but I can't hold my... BJ says, George, take a bite of your food, lay your hand on the table. It took me a while to get to where I could eat normal, guys. You can imagine I'm in here with all these crazy guys now. I sit here, my buddy Coach sits here, BJ sits here, chair beside BJ is left empty, left open for negotiation. He tells you to park it, yeah, you're going to park it. It was like it was yesterday, guys. Rusty's the one that sold the matchbox of marijuana. Hey, Rusty, yeah, BJ, get your seat. It's like it was yesterday, guys. Let me give you an example. The tables are this close. Our trays will touch each other. It's one of the weirdest feelings I've ever had in my life, guys, knowing this individual will be standing in front of my face. That was a weird feeling, knowing it's going to happen in front of my face. Is Rusty sits down beside BJ? BJ's eating with his right hand, takes that knife, boom. He don't stand and kill me, sticks it in this spot this far here, and starts doing this one over here, twisting something.
Jeez.
Rusty's looking at me like you're right. He's dead eyes as big as silver dollar. He's got snot tears from his face, and he knows not to scream out loud. He don't want to draw attention to God. BJ don't care to kill him. He promises BJ get his weed to him. BJ said, all right. When he got to the table, he go, look here, God, I'm bleeding. That'd get him killed in a heartbeat. When he got up, he took his elbow tucked in his ribs so the blood don't drip out. He had to go back to the cell. He can't go to the infirmary because one eye got a hole like that in him. BJ got his weed, guys. And that was one of the weirdest feelings. I've seen things happen, but knowing you're going to be, I mean, that was a weird feeling. Knowing this man would be stabbed in front of my face and watch it go down. That was weird. This didn't exist back in my day. We had heat. Later they turned the heat and air in here. To somebody tall, you could hide a shank up there. That'd be the perfect place to hide a shank. Give you an idea. Come on down there. These pictures all been taken a million times. The only picture I can remember originally, when we had our trays out down there, that guy back here in the hammock. You know what I used to say? I wish I was in paradise. I wish I'd been in paradise, guys. Let me tell you about the big chimney out front with the border yard. We had heater cores. Now the bricks are stained right there from the heat. We had heater cores in here back in my day. When I come in here, there wasn't no such thing as a microwave, guys. When I went home, guess what? My mom and dad got a microwave. Guess what else my mom and dad got when I go home, guys? A VCR. So you can imagine I lost for less than 3 years somebody like BJ. So you can kill all the inmates you want in prison, time just goes concurrent. BJ got out in '92. I like telling my stories because they come true, you know why? BJ's nephew come up here last year, Sir George. You know Billy Joe Linnington? Yeah, I sure do. The man watched my back when I'm in here. BJ got out in '92. He dated a girl a few times, even went to church. But you know what he kept doing? He killed himself, guys. I'm going around taking a vision gallery now. I want you to make sure you didn't step up there and get a little bit tall, don't bump your noggin now.
Oh yeah.
Sir, don't bump your noggin up here now.
I don't have that problem.
I seen you ducking there, I seen you ducking. On Saturday and Sunday, you get a 1 hour visit. The whole time I'm here, BJ never gets a visit, guys. He never got a visit the whole time he was here when I was here. When y'all come in, did you notice that piece of glass broke? You give that lady your ticket? Notice that door broke?
Yes.
When you step through that door, there's another door behind that door. That's the way family and friends will come in. They go up them steps, come to that door right there. The table and chair room out there like this here, and they get a 1 hour visit, guys, man, everything in the world. When you walk back out that door, it was just a memory, guys. When I first come in here, I'm the only child. My mother come up here crying. I'd say, Mama, don't be crying. I want to cry too. I got to step out here. I'm in a man's world. I can't cry. I told her if you're going to keep crying, don't be coming back. My mom quit. But I just giving you guys an idea. In the commissary, we got a cold drink. It was room temperature. That was refrigerated. But see this plug in on the wall over here? See that plug in? There was a Coke machine there back in my day. And back in my day, cold drinks was a quarter. I drank as many of some of them as I could. I come out here burping up my nose and everything. But to get that ice cold drink was a treat, guys. Back in my day, my mom and dad would come up here to visit. My wife and son would try to time it. When they got ready to leave, they would show up. Sometimes I get a 2 hour visit. And to get a 2 hour visit, man, was more than anything you could imagine. You was here with your family and loved ones. You got to hold their hand and stuff like that. But when it was over, it was just a memory, guys. And you walk back out that door. Come on around, guys. Watch your head, sir.
It's pretty cool, man. Yeah. Actually meet a guy that actually stayed here.
Yeah.
Taking that Coke can, putting it out the window for me, so he could have done that with his cage. But he had to put the cage up there later. We're just on the second floor, they got high for us. We got 2 more stories above us. You can imagine me across. All right, guys.
Actually being able to go inside one of those jail cells was awesome, man.
Yes, we just came from there.
If you look guys, from down here, you can't see over that wall. When I'm in here, I told you I kept a diary. When I'm in here on the yard crew, I got to climb up on top of the Capitol up there in September of '84. Take some windows down. From up here, guess what I can do, guys? I can look over the wall. I can see people and see cars move around. Something y'all take for granted. And here, you don't take nothing for granted, guys. You don't skip nothing. Today's Sunday, y'all going back to work Monday, right? No, we're not done with today. You don't skip one single day, good moment. When I'm back here, guys, I'm back here for nearly 2 years before I get to go out to the red building. I go back out through them solid port gates. Guess what come up to me? I hadn't seen it over 2 years, guys. A kitty cat. You have no idea what it's like to get to pet that cat, guys. You don't skip nothing. Nothing in here. Spring and fall, you don't think much of it, do you? Back home, spring gets a bit warmer, fall gets a bit cooler. I watch the leaves come on. I watch the leaves fall off. I watch the leaves come on. I watch the leaves fall off. I watch the leaves come back on. I get to go home, guys. You count every blessed minute. Every blessed minute. If you look right here, see where that orange middle is? That's where the slop house is. That's where all the garbage comes out of the kitchen. I get to end up working out there. Annabelle O'Brien used to be a state representative in the state of Tennessee. She would come in here to keep the federal grants going. You're never outside in the dark, guys. Never. I'm out there at 1 o'clock painting the slop house. I'm painting over grease this 6 when Annabelle comes. It looks all presentable. At 1 o'clock in the morning, guess what I can do, guys? I can look up and see the stars. Something y'all take for granted. Something y'all take for granted, guys. Come on around here.
You all right?
I've hit a few spots where I've been lightheaded.
Really?
What about you?
It was a little heavy in the kitchen, the cafeteria.
Over there next to the,
Okay, sorry.
over there, okay, when you walk in, over there next to the right-hand side.
Of the cafeteria?
Okay, so you have where he stood.
Yeah.
And there was that little placard thing.
Yeah.
Heidi looked at me and she's like, "Did you feel that?" I was like, "Yeah."
You should have gone over where they got their food, man, where me and Brian were, dude.
No, I'm just doing good to stand up.
Yeah.
You're street smart enough that you'll be able to survive this. 9% of these guys are dopers. That's the way most of it is, guys. You look at the sinks. You see them push buttons on the sinks? We can buy you the coffee out of the commissary, but to get hot water in the morning, you can hold that button down forever. And then later on in the afternoon, they'll be playing hot water because the guys be doing laundry and doing the dishes. Jimmy Spann went bad. He showed me how to make his finger. He cut the cord off the back of it. He exposed the copper wire here. He exposed the copper wire here. Remember Prince Albert cans? Tear the lid off of it. Break it in two. Take a pair of pin-up timbers, cut your notch into it. Tie one to this one. Tie one to this one. They lay flat. Take a wooden mattress, put between them so they don't touch. Take sewing thread, tie it together. Stick that dude in a cup of water, plug it up. Got a microwave, big guys. That's how we heat hot water up. If you look at some of the plug-ins, see how black some of the plug-ins are? Some of the guys can't pour matches. Make what you call a spark light. Take a wood pencil and break it in 3 pieces. Got 3 pieces of lead like this here. Push one upside the receptacle. Don't push all the way, or stop the slide out of it. Take your shoe and tap it in there. You got 2 sticking out like this. Take the third one, grab the torch paper around it. Twist it real tight. Take the torch paper on fire. That's how we do cigarettes up there. Just give you guys an idea. It ain't nothing to brag about, but I lived in this old world one time. Anybody want to go in there? Is she been good? Has she been good? Lock the door?
Lock it and let's
Now
go.
go in there, but I ain't gonna lock it. I would not
Lock
get
it
in
and
there.
let's go.
I'll be locking in there for all the money in the world, guys.
So is the plumbing chase like in
This
between,
guy gave me $1, he said lock it.
so is the plumbing chase like in between the two cell blocks?
Do say it again?
Like a plumbing chase on your electricity?
Yeah, there's pipe chases all the way up, man. Each floor's got a pipe chase on it, sure it is. See, these are all fenced. Back in my day, there wasn't no bookshelves at all in there whatsoever. This all come after I was gone.
Yeah.
All we had was a metal desk and a metal chair. One shelf was for you, the other one was for yourself.
But none of this?
No, ma'am, we didn't have any bookshelves whatsoever when I was here.
So this
We had mattresses, But they've been slept in so much for so many inmates, they're worn out like a spoon. You try to catch somebody leaving, you steal their blanket, put between the mattress and the sheets, give them more padding. Every shakedown, we don't allow one blanket, guys, only one blanket.
So what's all this right here? Is this probably from where they were sharpening stuff?
It's hard to say, I really don't know.
Okay.
It's hard to really say.
Over the years.
Could have been. But see, the best place to sharpen, you want to hide it, yeah. You want to hide it so the guards can't see it, and use the concrete. That's your best window stone there was.
Wow.
It's a non, see, back before my day, had some brothers here. See how these window sills are? They was taking the metal out of that. There was two brothers had an industry going. Take that metal apart, make sinks out of it, take sheets, make a hammer out of it. They had an industry going back in the day.
What?
You see the easel on, you see the easel on.
Go ahead.
How often were there fights out here? I mean, was it like all the time?
Just about every day be somebody fighting somewhere. It's pretty much a never-ending thing. It ain't nothing to brag about. Killings, I seen a couple, that was about it, but most of the time it's fights. It's pretty much a fight every day, come day. So when I'm in here, you hear about rape. That's what I was worried about, being raped. When I'm in A-block over here, I'm in there for a few days, and hear this guy above me in a cell hollering, please don't, please don't. I think, how come I don't hear them bars running? You raped me, we're gonna be bouncing each other off the wall. Next morning, they come out in the yard, they got their arm around each other, punks. There's all that punk crap going on, just giving you an idea. And that's what you call them, punks. Maybe you talking about the cages that used to be up there? See where my finger's pointing on this bar right here? Count 16 bars up until you see that battery laying on top of that 16th bar.
Yeah.
What do you see on the top of the 16 inch?
A battery.
I see it.
It's a battery. See, back in my day, guys, we take a transistor radio apart. On the back side of that transistor radio, got a little square box with copper wire for drawing in signals. Copper is pretty strong, that wire. The guards can't see it easy. You can tie a battery to it. Whew. Might be lowering something down to George. George might be tying something on there to send back to him. And it wasn't love letters, guys.
You were fishing. You were fishing.
Oh, man, we were being nice. Yeah. If you look right here, you'll see another wire.
Oh yeah.
Back in my day, I've seen a bunch of them going up down through there, guys. George knows where the battery's at. But now,
What was it for?
It's a weight.
it was a weight, man. You tie a battery to that wire, sling out, you'd be tying something onto it, send it down. Well, I might be tying something on there to send back to him, man.
Oh, like contraband?
Yeah.
I know you're making a homemade radio, so you can hear what's going on in the
We know
world.
what's going on.
Okay.
When I come in '84, that was the first time I ever seen a camera, guys. Now Big Brother's watching everything we do, and you can't go nowhere without a camera being watched on you. You all probably got some of them fancy cell phones. You make sure I ain't breaking your house if you get Brushy.
Yeah.
I know how yous are. You know what this cage was used for, guys?
Yeah, what is
What
that?
was that used for, ma'am?
Tools.
You was a bad girl, put you upside down, mashed your ankles in there. Hopefully it's a rainy day so you can catch water to wet your mouth. No.
Oh, wow.
That's what we kept our mops. Mops back home about the size of your thumb, right? Mops in here, handles were the size of a shovel handle. Put them in there so they can't make weapons out of them. I gotta have some fun too, guys. I gotta have some fun too.
I'm like, what?
Come on around, guys. Come on around.
Yeah, fun, John?
This is our mail room back in my day. See where the lock the door is? That's where you mail a letter back home. When you got a letter from home, you never got a letter that was never opened. Always was opened up, make sure there ain't no contraband or any money in there. Back when I'm in here, I think it was called black tar heroin or something like that. They were spraying that on the paper, and I thought, what's my buddy doing eating that damn letter? They'd be all chucked up. Yeah, it's a crazy world, guys. It's a crazy world. Back in my day, guys, this was called a C block. Used to be 3 sets of walks. I was 2 men in per cell, and I can't believe it's changed, turned into proper control after I left out. If you look, these windows do not open up. There wasn't no AC in here back in my day, guys. Only time there's any fresh air, and the only time there's any fresh air. When this door opens up, guys, I'm going in here in George's world.
Okay. Thank you.
I can't believe it. You see how the sales are high down the board? That's the way it was here. 2 men per cent. I can't believe they went through that much effort. Turn it into a Contraband for the most of the inmates loading and taking the Contraband weapons. It's pretty changed. See, back in my day, they was called number 2 walk. There's sales to the right, sales to the left. That's number 3 walk over there. Over here's George's walk, number 1 walk. This is where George lives. There's sales to the right, sales to the left. This used to be a shower back in my day. See what them double doors are back here? That door to the left doesn't have a window in it. That wall next to it, that's my home, guys. That's 801 C block. I lived there for over 2 years. That door was never opened the first time. Never. See this small heater above that window there? What little bit heat puts out, that's an outside wall. Makes that wall sweat. I wake up in the winter, look at myself, I thought, what's Luke doing to hold my blanket? Luke's not holding my blanket, guys. My blanket's froze to the wall. My mother come to visit me in the visiting garden. I said, Mom, I'm not thinking. I said, Mom, my blanket froze to the wall. I screwed up. She bawled her eyes out. I never told her anything else, guys. Come on down here. Good morning.
Oh, wow.
And guys, I got that door set on timer, so I'm actually gonna get it shut, and y'all get to spend the night with me.
I'm out the door.
If you look right here, guys, see where the concrete blocks used to be right here? This is a wall through here. There's 4 sets of cells up through here and 4 on this side here. Mine's 801 C block. I lived here for over 2 years, I know. It's 8 foot by 9 foot. This is my home, guys. Ain't nothing to brag about, this is my home. Used to be a toilet right here. If you look, you can see where the sink used to be. Remember talking about Luke, my cellie? I told my blanket. See these pins here in the wall? That's where his bunk was. See where these pins are? This is my bunk, guys. I've got the only prison in this cell with a steam pipe above my head. Remember BJ, the syringe, and the 25 caliber pistol? I can lay my bunk, guys. Take my feet, push up against the steam pipe. Take pressure off that metal plate turns. The first time I done it, excuse my language, I like to shit. The gun's already been confiscated, so they give the gun up tonight, they killed them boys. But they never told the guards where the gun was hid at. 2 years later, George comes along. I turned that plate, a 25 caliber pistol was a small gun. It was cut up just exactly like that 25. That's where your gun was, guys. I know for a fact. I come up here in 2017, my daughter has internet. She said, can I come up here and look around? So my dad used to be here. He said, go bring your dad back and look all you want to. I come up here and told my story to him then. That's why you see that steam pipe all cut up. It wasn't nothing left, guys. I know I lived it.
I have a question.
Yes.
I was reading a sign back there that the white and the blacks are segregated. Did they have the white people on the first floor?
That was back during the coal mining days.
In the 50s?
That would have been back whenever. So when I come here, we got blacks and whites on the same wall. But we're not in the same cell. They wouldn't let us cell together because they call it salt and pepper. And they wouldn't allow that back in.
Okay, well, our dad was here in 1958 and 59.
What could have been?
So I was just trying to figure out if he was on the first floor or the second.
Back in my day, from what I was told, in the coal mine days, B block was all black, A block was all white.
Okay,
And when I come up to that, so I couldn't answer that because I was here in the 80s.
gotcha.
So I really, but we had, okay, I might have black cells next to me. But I don't know about, you know, the
Maybe
real
in the
thing.
50s.
Yeah, compared to then, yeah.
All right.
I had no idea.
Here, guys, this door is never open. This door doesn't exist. This is a hallway through here. There's cells on both sides. We take a sheet, hang over our porch, so we have privacy. David's over there sleeping in the cell out one day. He's singing with a broom, dancing up the storm, takes that broom, boom! A wooden handle goes through concrete. Must be a bad piece of wood, ain't it? Guard! They don't like being called guards. The correctional officers come back and say, what is it, David? We don't know what year, who it was before us. They made a false ceiling, guys, out of cardboard. They painted it so many times. I don't know if it makes dirt with the paint or what, but like concrete, guys. They tore that ceiling down, guess what? Full of homemade shanks, full of homemade knives. Give you guys an idea. After living this world, I wouldn't be a guard for $1,000 a day. I live this world. Y'all been in the kitchen. This is where they get their hot water at. Remember my bunk around here, at nighttime, I feel things on me every now and then. Every morning I get up, I somebody took black pepper and sprinkled all over my bed. I had teeth back in the day, guys. My mother gave me a little Tupperware thing, go over my toothbrush, to keep my bristles clean. Every morning I get up, there's this black crap in it. It's a highway for roaches. I complain so much, they come here and spray the seaboard. I see this door turn jet black when roaches come up there dying. I've got to have a mouse in my house have roaches. I can't stand them some guys. But to me, Brushy Mountain should be closed down. Don't need to be such to meetings and stuff like that. But understand myself, we blanket freeze the wall, you lay in your bed, sweat like a borrowed mule. One shot's all I needed, guys. My story ain't but a pimple on the wall here. But thank God I was able to survive it. Guys, y'all have a good one now.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, George.
Thank you so
Y'all
much.
have a good one, guys. Y'all be careful.